If you're considering training as a holistic practitioner, there's a conversation that we need to have. And it's a question that a lot of potential students ask me. Where do I get a job after certification? By the Moon offers reflexology training and certification, Holistic Reproductive Practitioner training and certification, which includes doula certifications, Reiki, and reflexology all combined in one, with a special focus on infertility, pregnancy, birth, postpartum, loss, and even birth trauma. And we offer Reiki training too. And anyone who's pursuing training in any of these modalities is probably thinking about what happens after, and there may even be some assumptions. So let's have this conversation and clear things up. And I'll give you an opportunity to contact me after if you still have questions or want to discuss this further. So where do you get a job after certification? You probably won't. It is rare in the holistic health field to be hired as an employee. That's not to say that it never happens, but it's rare. And so you need to do some local research and see what jobs are available in your community. Where do reflexologists work? Or where do Reiki practitioners work? Or do doulas work as employees of the hospital or in some other model that I don't know about? I have heard of rare instances where, for example, a reflexologist is an employee in a dentist office offering reflexology to patients who have dental anxiety because it's so good for pain and relaxation, it's grounding, it's great for anxiety. I think this is a great model, but it's rare. I read about it in an article somewhere. It's certainly not happening in my community yet. Reflexologists or Reiki practitioners might sometimes work in a spa, and you might get a job as an employee. And as what I mean by being an employee is getting an hourly rate, having a set schedule, that kind of thing. But most holistic practitioners are self-employed, and if they do work as part of a greater practice in somebody's holistic health clinic, for example, they're usually working as independent contractors. So what that means is you get paid for the work that you do. So if you have clients, you'll get paid. And if you don't have clients, you don't get paid. So it's not a guaranteed income. So do your research, and then think about too how willing you are to be an entrepreneur, because there's a lot more to being an entrepreneur as a reflexologist or a doula or an energy healing practitioner than just offering those skills. You have to be willing to do marketing. You need to do bookkeeping so that you can keep track of your income and your expenses and pay income tax and do those filings annually. You also need to have a website, have a social media presence potentially, get out in your community and do networking, communicate with clients, build those relationships. There's a lot involved with being a holistic practitioner besides just the holistic practice. And that means an investment of money, time, and effort. So you need to have the skills to feel confident in doing those things. By the Moon's training includes a really comprehensive business curriculum so that you can learn how to build a website if you don't already know how to do that. And then you don't have to pay someone thousands of dollars to do that. Or you can pay someone money to build you a website. It's going to cover bookkeeping basics and what you need to know. I've built my business over 15 plus years, from sole proprietorship right up to incorporation. I had to start building a business before social media really existed, and then make that transition into the very digital world as well. And so I have a lot of experience, and it's my intention that you be really successful, really informed, really confident. So I'm going to impart on you all that I can to help you to do those things. If you want to discuss this further, if I've given you some food for thought, if you have questions, let me know. Potentially, building a business is something that excites you. I just want you to know what you're signing up for, and that in the early days, maybe 85% of your effort will be for those unpaid tasks that aren't directly related to the holistic skill that you trained for. But eventually, the idea is that with success, your business grows itself. And so, like a mature plant, just needs a little bit of tending to each week, because clients refer other clients. You develop a clientele that is regular and continues to come for support. I've attended births for some clients 4 times, and you don't have to remarket to get that kind of business, but you had to work harder in the beginning to get that client initially. So I hope this helps you in your informed decision making, and for sure, I'm here and willing to discuss it further, because I want you to make an informed decision so you know what you're signing up for, so that you feel confident in your choice and that you feel happy with the outcome, however it goes.